Hello, everybody. Grim here with the Grim Report. Grim news, really. Well, guys, you guys liked the video about the dogman thing in South New York. So I'm gonna tell you about Black Dogman, Northern Indiana. This comes from a website called the Phantoms and Monsters. And this starts out in 1972. This guy lived in town in North Indiana, and in the Muncie area. It was a real small town. He was 9 years old at the time. His mom came, woke him up at 2 o'clock in the morning. There was this black creature on the front porch. It was about the size of an ape, is what he said, probably a gorilla, and it had a snout like a dog. It would just scream these bloody, curling screams. And then it would just start going, gnar, 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 would scream. He didn't know if it was anything about a coonhound, but his dad always had a coonhound, and he worked third shift, so he wasn't there. And an old coonhound is not afraid of anything, and they were even cowering in their boxes. They wouldn't even come out. His mom got him up, and because he was the oldest of 6 kids, were watching it through the front door, and it wasn't making any aggressive moves. It was just making those screams and making those noises. She got the pistol, and she said, "I'm not gonna bother it unless it tries to come in the house." About 2 hours later, she got one of those Polaroid instant cameras. Had back, and she put it up to the window, and she snapped a picture. The flash went off, and the thing shot off the wall, over the rail, and 8 feet into the front yard. He had a light on it. They had a light on it, and about 8 feet in front of the yard, landed on all fours and took off. The fastest thing he's ever seen. That was a black dog, man. He said it was black. Okay, guys. I looked at some more research on the black dog, man. This comes from Sasquatch Chronicle blog. Silver Creek dogman investigating a frightening encounter. He don't care if this says he didn't care if you believe him or not. It was serious, straightforward introduction he was given to possible Wolfman sightings in the autumn 2013. It was at this point that his longtime friend Andrew told him of not just one encounter but 2 separated encounters with more than strange bipedal creatures with hunting game near the North Ohio, heavily wooded section, Loop Tail, Silver Creek Metro Park. Some pictures here. Andrew normally works night shift, which means traveling quite darkened roads, an everyday occurrence for him. One cold autumn night, in particular, White traveled down Johnson Road, board Silver Creek Metro Park. What he saw was anything but routine, guys. Approximately 50 yards from the intersection with the Mendelian Lane Road, he stopped his car when 2 deer raced across the road, heading south. But what caught his attention was they were running from. He said he would place somewhere between 6'6" and 7 foot tall. Chased the deer, 2 deer, which were both smaller than, by the way, they were smaller than anyone. And they were, I guess, what it says. Out across the state street and into the woods. They ran in formation, 1 in front, 2 behind, kind of next to each other. They were roughly 30-40 yards behind the deer. They were bipedal, very muscular, and fast, lightning fast. It was all happened just a few seconds. Couldn't describe the features, unfortunately, assuming it was either new moon or cloud because it was very dark. But they were definitely a dark color, maybe chocolate brown or black color. He pressed him for more detail. After all, have Bigfoot sightings in Ohio. They said that Bigfoot was long arms and swinging them. It runs and it runs like human. Whatever these things were, they weren't Bigfoot. He can't describe how they moved. Couldn't describe how they moved, but they didn't move like a person. Less than a month later, Andrew Hill home on Johnson Road. As he passed molten moonlit cornfield, something and ran in front of his car. Field had full of grown corn stalks, but he didn't know exactly heights, only that the corn stalks were taller than him by a head and 6 foot tall. This time his sighting of 2 creatures was quick flash, because there was no open land, and they basically left the roads. They broke the corn and landed about 10-15 feet into the field other side. Kept running. This time the pair he saw in the moonlight, the first black and the second one both black, with white or silver on his chest and back. Since the first 3 he saw were all solid color, that means there must be at least 4 different creatures. Wow, guys. Well, that's the Black Dog Man for you. Kind of strange, though. There's more to these stories. There's more of them. So just let me continue. On October 11, 2014, he set out, his friend, Andrew's friend set out, and with Andrew and his wife to see what they could find, if in the way of evidence of whatever saw might be around. The location of the first sighting is bordered to the south by Silver Creek Metro Park. On the other side of the road, there were 3 or 4 houses with large fields behind them. Andrew was pointed out creatures passed through the field and past the house. On the night he saw them, meaning these creatures must not have much fear of being near humans. Habitations. The second sighting was on the hill between the 2 large fields in a rather remote area. Not only were both quite close to each other, but they were both approximately to Silver Creek. He had planned on investigating Silver Creek Metro Park, arriving in the dusk, but at the reservation lake surrounding park was alive and bonfires. Hundreds of people were celebrating the 2nd annual fall family outing, making any chance of searching for the wolf-man-like creatures too difficult. A following up trip is slated for hopefully this winter. Wow. So basically, that autumn festival is what ruined them, is seeing more evidence of them. Go figure, right? Isn't that how it always ends up? Something like that happening. But I'm wondering. So there's basically dogmen are basically kind of like wolves in a way. They're camouflage almost. I mean, there's black ones like I just read you about, and one for red, black, and then there's black and silver one. Well, gray, I guess you could say. So there's more than we thought there was going to be. And these are 2 different stories from different states. So, from different sources as well. Just to put that out there. I know you guys know Dark Water. If you know him, talks more about the Dogman more in-depth stories. There's more stories. I'm just putting it out there for my viewers to catch on to it. And I'll probably have Charlie, leave you a link to his channel if you want to check out more about the dogman. More stories on him. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. He's helped me out, so. Till then, this has been your Grim with the Grim News. Good luck. Good night. God bless.